Illinois Science and Technology Park is located in Skokie, Illinois, situated on an approximately 24-acre corporate campus with over 500,000 square feet of fully developed office, laboratory, and amenity space. The park represents one of the Chicago area's premier life science and technology campuses. The 3 existing stabilized lab and office buildings are currently leased to a roster of leading domestic and multinational life science, energy, and nanotech companies. Situated directly on Chicago's CTA New Light Rail Station, the park's location provides tenants with multiple routes to downtown, as well as convenient service to and from Chicago's O'Hare International and Midway airports, and is a short 10-minute drive to Northwestern University and its world-renowned science, medical, and business programs. The park offers best-in-class lab facilities and office space, together with the potential for ground-up build-to-suit development at the site. It includes the largest assembly of for-lease wet lab space in the state of Illinois. Illinois Science and Technology Park is a high-profile, research-oriented campus, complete with a central quad and flexible buildings designed to accommodate demand from life science and technology users at various stages of the corporate life cycle, from startup to Fortune 500. 4901 Searle is a 224,000 square foot office building and former headquarters for G.D. Searle. The building was fully renovated in 2007 and leased to AA credit-rated North Shore University Health System through 2029. 8045 Lamont is a 159,000 square foot state-of-the-art 4-story lab facility that was considered for Lab Building of the Year by R&D Magazine in 2001. The LEED Gold building is 100% leased to a select group of international life science and technology companies, including Astellas Pharmaceuticals, Fresenius Kabi, Lonza-Tech, and Northwestern University. 8025 Lamont is a partially renovated 4-story lab totaling 127,000 square feet that is the U.S. home to Germany's Vetter Pharmaceuticals, in addition to a number of younger growth companies developing technologies originally created at nearby Northwestern University. Illinois Science and Technology Park. The business of science grows here.
At Execure, we brought together some of the most brilliant minds in nanotechnology, in digital drug design, in genomic medicine, and we have created a path for drug development which ultimately is going to radically change the way we think about making and testing drugs to impact human health.
Spherical nucleic acid is a new form of DNA or RNA. It's made by taking nanoparticles and arranging short strands of oligonucleotides, DNA or RNA, on their surfaces into a globular form.
We're using what we call digital design to create new medicines with SNA technology, using computer algorithms to design drugs using your A's, G's, T's, and C's and rearrange them like Lego blocks to create new drugs. You can actually design a targeted medicine that will attack that disease at its genetic source.
The capabilities we have in DNA sequencing today are used for synthesizing the molecules that are incorporated into the Execure products.
We take a nanoparticle as a scaffold and we plug pieces of DNA around the outside. And that koosh ball-like structure has really important properties, mainly that it gets into cells and tissues very effectively. That effective cell and tissue penetration is going to change the paradigm for nucleic acid medicines.
We've got tremendous knowledge right now about what's causing disease. But what the real deficit has been is new development in topically applied medications. Not medications that broadly hit things, for example, steroids for inflammatory disease, but medications that build on the recent research that's been done and are able to target more specifically.
Execure is the only company capable of topical gene regulation, and that opens up the ability to create therapeutics for a wide number of diseases.
We're going after targets in the eye, the lung, the skin, the GI tract, really anywhere where you can think about locally delivering nucleic acids, the Execure technology provides a key.
I'm working on treatments for ophthalmology.
I'm creating new medicines for skin disease.
I'm working on new therapies for cancer.
I think what we're going to see in the future as a consequence of some of the products that are being developed at Execure, some really transformative less toxic drugs that are very directed and targeted to the underlying cause. And it's the power of this technology that really will transform the way people expect medical care to be delivered.
What we're really hoping to do is change the paradigm for how drugs are developed. At Execure, we're leveraging the knowledge of not only the Human Genome Project, but those that have been developing nucleic acid therapies now for over 20 years. That radically changes the timelines and the costs by which we can develop new drugs. Ultimately, what that means is that we can bring them to patients in need much, much faster and much more effectively.
This day is a long time in coming. Our previous village manager, in the midst of the recession, came to the board with a bold idea: purchase the Desiree property, demolish it, and put it out to bid when the recession ends. And the village board did exactly that. This project has involved the entire community. At the beginning of it, we sent out 6,000 letters to the community, inviting them to a series of open houses at which the developer and the village displayed what our vision for this property was.
As I look out here today, I see the leaders of this community, as well as the active participants that are residents here that love this village. We put together a team of terrific people that have really worked together to make 8000 North a reality.
It's a very special day. It's really the first day that a plane has flown with 5 tons of recyclable fuel on board. So it'll make an enormous difference to the amount of carbon that goes up into the Earth's atmosphere.
We identified Lanzatech as a really cool, innovative company to do business with, and I've described it to many others as actually the coolest form of recycling that I could come up with, taking carbon waste gases from manufacturing plants and using them to power an airplane. I just think it's fantastic.
Essentially what we've done is we've captured waste emissions from a steel mill, recycled those, converted them into ethanol specifically, and then take that ethanol and convert it onto jet fuel. It's science fiction, but today.
What I really want to see is all airlines pursue solutions that help us all get to a better kind of ultimate world answer of finding innovative ways of doing just that.
If we can move towards an environment that is completely clean and where airlines are playing their part, that would be just a lovely world to live in.
We each have our own story. It's what makes us human. The plot's been set, but has it been set in stone? What if you could change the ending? Make it better. At North Shore, we're transforming everyday medicine into something extraordinary. using your DNA to predict, prevent, and treat illnesses, so your story has a happy ending. North Shore, personalized medicine, healthcare for what's next.
Hi, I'm Janelle Silva. I'm the Skokie Farmers Market Manager.
The Skokie Farmers Market opened with a dozen vendors in June of 1975. It's proudly sponsored by the Village of Skokie Consumer Affairs Commission. The market has steadily grown in size to host more than 4,000 visitors each year.
But many of our vendors are from Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
So my name is Matt Ryan. I'm the Operations Manager at the Talking Farm. So the Talking Farm is a non-for-profit educational training and production farm. Skokie is a fabulous place to have this farm. One of the main reasons being is that Skokie has really stood behind the farm. It's also a very diverse community that has a whole plethora of culinary likes and tastes and desires. And so for that reason, there's a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables that we can grow that can speak to people in Skokie.
You can try foods, and all the foods are really fresh and they're sweet, unlike store-bought foods, which can sometimes be bland.
A lot of the market people we've known for over 20 years.
We love the fruit. We love the peaches, watermelons, the corn.
What's your favorite part of the farmer's market?
Pickles! Pickles!
Do you love tattoos?
I love doing the Skokie market.
Bringing a new therapy to market is costly, requiring an average investment of $2.6 billion and a decade or more in development. Rarely is the path to the patient a straight line. Challenges arise with circumstances that are often out of our control. Outsourcing is almost always a necessity. In fact, the majority of biotechnology companies turn to small, niche CROs, attracted by a low price tag. But failure to consider a provider's scientific depth and experience can prove to be an expensive mistake. Consider, for example, the impact of inadequate scientific input, critical deviations due to inexperience, failure to satisfy regulatory requirements, and inaccurate reporting. Add in the complexity of coordinating multiple vendors, and suddenly, you're not meeting your milestones. Having to repeat a study can cost as much as $100,000 to $200,000 and push your timelines out 3 to 6 months. Each day your drug is delayed in getting to market can result in an estimated loss of $1 million in revenue. Your choice of partner is one of the most critical decisions you can make, and one that shouldn't be driven by price alone. Consider the ultimate cost savings in working with an experienced, full-service CRO that can design and execute an integrated program, one that offers a deep network of scientific expertise and more capabilities than all your niche vendors combined. Consider the advantages of having one provider to oversee all of your studies and keep your development on track. Meet your milestones, stay in budget, and deliver your drugs to the patients who need them. Partner with Charles River.
Hi, my name is Peru143. I am a Peruvian artist living in Canada, and I was invited to lovely Skokie to decorate your walls.
I'm Barbara Meyer. I'm the chair of the Village of Skokie's Public Arts Committee, which has been in existence for almost 10 years.
Hi, my name is Scott Holtz, and I own North Branch Yoga, where the mural's being installed. I'm also the vice president of the Chamber of Commerce and the chairman of the Downtown Skokie Alliance.
I think public arts is something that's important to everybody. We may not realize it.
It helps build the community. I think you get out and you wander around, and I think you discover parts of the community you may not have seen.
Also promotes dialogue among people, like what does it mean, do you like it, whatever the question may be.
Public art has helped make the village and downtown Skokie more vibrant by creating landmarks along the way.
What I like about Skokie is its size. It's a perfect size for art to thrive. It's small enough for people to be able to communicate and make decisions and celebrate successes like a community mural.
It's a great community, and the buzz that I'm hearing, and not just from one person or two people, but from more people, is to get more of the arts in Skokie.
Well, while I've been here in Skokie, I've gotten a positive reaction from anyone, from children to bikers to moms to dogs.
It's created a buzz, which I think is a real positive for the community.
I think that the addition of the mural on the wall at North Branch Yoga will help make the business more vibrant by just making it more noticeable.
Everyone should want murals in their communities. Most walls are just pretty plain and can benefit from a little color.
I think it gives people a reason to wander around a community and discover these things. And in their wandering, hopefully we'll isolate and point out some more of the businesses that they may have missed.
We've put over, I believe it's over 20 sculptures throughout the community, and this mural by Peru is the 4th one. Peru is an internationally known muralist, and some of the others are also internationally known.
Lately, I've had a style that's based on this kind of new movement called graffuturism. It's not technically meant to be read as much as just felt, the way, you know, the colors and the shapes make you feel. And
it's got that boldness in it, and I think this is a bold community, and we're willing to try anything.
Between two great oceans, on the shores of a great lake,
Northwestern University lives in the heart of the United States. Our campus is in Evanston, Illinois, in the global city of Chicago. We're in Washington, D.C., New York City, and San Francisco, stretching Northwestern from coast to coast. And half a world away, our furthest campus is in Doha, Qatar. Some people think Northwestern is an unusual name for a university based in the middle of the United States, but we don't think of it as a compass point. We think of it as a starting point that can take you in whatever direction you choose. A Northwestern direction could be an exploration into the smallest building blocks of life, or an adventure out to the furthest reaches of the universe. A Northwestern direction is a multi-dimensional journey filled with unexpected intersections and surprising twists and turns. No two Northwestern directions are the same, although their paths may sometimes cross. Like when economic research informs educational policy for kids, and when revolutionary new material helps leading physicians better care for premature babies. And when the study of signals in the brain meets the study of ancient texts to help us understand the human mind. Northwestern unites people in a common mission: increasing human knowledge, evolving human understanding, and improving human lives. Here, we're studying and shaping economic policy. We're bringing surgical care and trauma prevention to India and Nepal. And we're working in the arts and humanities because creativity inspires the imagination and enriches our lives. Across latitude and longitude, Northwestern sends our best students, faculty, and researchers out into the world. From artistic collaborations in formerly isolated nations to teaching the power of journalism in a post-apartheid society, to advancing the rule of law and the cause of human rights in communities with minimal resources. We also welcome in the brightest minds from every corner of the planet to our community of scholarship and learning. As a professor, I experience firsthand the potential of our students brought together from far and wide. As a researcher, I see powerful opportunities for investigation and discovery. And as president, my mission is to enable the entire Northwestern family to continue making the world a better place. Each of us in a unique way, each of us taking a distinct Northwestern direction.